Hey guys, in this video we're going to be making Millionaires Shortbread. This is a vegan and healthier option to a regular shortbread, and it also tastes absolutely amazing. In my opinion, much better than your normal Millionaires Shortbread. It's just got that extra flavour, natural sweetness, absolutely beautiful. So let's get started with the ingredients. For our biscuit base we have plain flour. We also have granulated sugar, followed by some vegan butter and some soya milk. For the filling, we have pitted dates, vanilla, soya milk and vegan butter. And for our chocolate glaze, we have dark vegan chocolate, we have soya milk, and we also have some vegan butter. And then to finish off, we have our 8-inch square tin. To begin, we're going to start making our shortbread base. So let's get started with that. We're just going to mix this until our sugar and our vegan butter is combined. And then we're going to add our soya milk. Now that our soya milk is combined, we're going to add our plain flour. I'm just going to fold through. And that's what it should look like. This is such a fun, easy recipe. Great to do with the kids. Great if you're having a dinner party and you want to show off a little bit, especially if you've got people with dietary requirements. It's very good for people who've got diabetes because most of it we're using natural sugars, so they can have that little bit of an extra portion than what they could normally do instead of having to give them a fruit platter or something like that. Absolutely delicious. Everyone's going to want to indulge and want more and more. So now that our base is done, we're going to place into our preheated oven, which is at 180 degrees, and we're going to have this in there for around 15 minutes. We want the base to be nice and light golden brown, and that means it's perfect. So I've taken out, as you can see, my biscuit base. It's a very pale goldenish colour. You just want it so that the dough gets slightly darker and it's more of a pale goldy colour. So now that this is done, we're going to head over to the hob and we're going to start making our date caramel. So in my pan, I've got my soya milk, I've got my pitted dates, and I also have my vegan butter along with my vanilla extract. We're going to cook out on the hob. What we want is, we want our dates to soak up all of that liquid, become nice and soft, and then we're going to mash it up, and then that's going to be used as our date filling. Because of the dates, they're so sweet, this is acting as our natural sweetener, which is really great because we don't have to use double cream and we don't have to use a load of brown sugar or even caster sugar to make the caramel. So it's just a nice, healthier option that we're all going to love so much. So we're just going to mix all of the ingredients together. I've got my hob on a medium to high heat because what we want is, we want the butter to melt and we want it to sort of be on a rolling simmer. So we want it sort of in between simmering and boiling, and this is going to really extract all that beautiful natural sugars from the dates. Every couple minutes or so, we just want to stir it, just so that nothing catches on the bottom and we get burnt pieces. So now that our liquid has reduced by about half, we're going to take away our rubber spatula and we're going to use a whisk. So now this is the perfect consistency for our base. What we're going to do is, we're going to go back over to the worktop. You can either use a stick blender or I'm going to use a food processor. And what we're going to do is we're going to blitz our mix until it's beautiful and smooth so that we get that nice, smooth, velvety finish for our caramel. So now that I've taken off my dates from the hob, we're now going to place into a food processor. You can use a stick blender, but it's much easier and more accurate using a food processor. So we're going to tip all of our ingredients. Doesn't matter if there's still butter there, put it all in. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to blitz this up until nice and smooth. And but every couple of seconds, we're going to take off the lid. We're just going to scrape down the sides just to make sure we get every bit of goodness into that mix, all nice and evenly. So now that our mix is done, it's beautiful and smooth, you can take it off our food processor, and inside is just beautifully smooth and sweet. So now it's ready to put onto our base. Get all of it. I don't want to see any of that date caramel left in this bowl. And now we're going to spread it nice and evenly. We're going to be using a spatula, or you can use your rubber spatula, but I'm going to use a palette knife, just a small one. We're just going to spread nice and evenly, get it nice and smooth. I cannot wait to take a bite out of this. It's so nice, it's sweet as well, and that's the great thing, because there's so many great ways of getting sweetness out of into a dessert or whatever it is without using normal caster or granulated sugar or dark brown sugar. You can use fruits, but if you use them in the right way, they're absolutely delicious. So now that our caramel is nice and evenly spread out, we're going to place into our fridge for 10 minutes. We just want it to cool down slightly just before we put our chocolate glaze on top, and then it's ready to eat. So now that there's about 2 minutes left for our caramel to be chilled, we're going to heat up our glaze. So we're just going to melt the chocolate, butter and our soya milk together just until it's all incorporated. If it gets too hot, we're going to split the chocolate. So my chocolate I put in for 30 seconds. It was almost done. So what I did was I put it in for an extra 5 seconds, stirred it, and then another 5 seconds, stirred it, and then it was perfect. So this is what your chocolate should look like. So now I've taken my date mix out of the fridge. It's cooled nicely and set slightly too. So this is the perfect time to add our glaze. So we're just going to pour all of our glaze on top. All we want to do is just cover the top. Doesn't matter if there's some of the caramel poking out a little bit. I like I've said in previous videos as well, I like stuff being a little bit rustic, looking the part of homemade too. It just gives a nice edge to everything. Because the dark chocolate is bitter, it really acts and coerces well with the sweet caramel. So now that we've spread it evenly, as you can see, we're just going to tap it on the table a few times. This just ensures no air bubbles are visible, and also it just helps spread it nice and evenly too, so you get a more of a flat top. So now that our Millionaire Shortbread has set in the fridge, I've taken it out, and all we're going to do is we're going to take it out using the sides of our parchment paper onto a chopping board, and we're going to start cutting. We're going to cut our Millionaire Shortbread into 12 equal slices. So using a bit of long knife, chef's knife, and some hot water, we're just going to get the knife hot, wipe down any of that excess liquid, and we're going to now portion into 12. So I'm going to go into half, going into half again, and half again. This, so we've done 4 lines, and now we're going to go the other way, and we're going to cut into 3. So now that I've scored my Millionaire Shortbreads into the portion size, I'm now going to start cutting. So we're just going to cut down. This is so Moorish, so delicious that you're just gonna wanna indulge so much. This is literally food porn. And this is so great whether you are vegan or not, because it's also healthy, but the taste is actually, in my opinion, better. As it's not like teeth hurting, you know, it's actually, you can have it without feeling so guilty too. So now we're going to start plating up, or dishing up even, sorry. You can do it however you like. You can use this even as a plated dessert, or you can have this as a snack during the day, however you like. The beautiful thing about this is the ratio of the biscuit base and also the caramel, because I always prefer to have a lot more caramel than biscuit base. So this is about 1/3 more of caramel than the biscuit base, with just a nice thin layer of dark, bitter chocolate. And this here is my beautiful, healthy, vegan Millionaire Shortbread. Absolutely delicious. I recommend making a batch of these, wrapping them up nicely, putting them in the freezer, and then you can just defrost them whenever you like. They're so Moorish and absolutely delicious. You know what? I can't even help it. I'm gonna take a nice bite now. The balance of chocolate and caramel, along with that nice crisp base, is absolutely divine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe as much as I've loved developing it. It's such a close and personal one to me, as it did take quite a while to sort of develop it and get the right balance between everything. Please don't forget to go and follow my Instagram page, markshealth_McGeckin, and also don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all my videos that I'll be posting every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.